Phil's Sewing Studio. I'm Philia Walker. Today we are going to look at how to make a tights, how to cut a tights. And here I have the drawing on the board. It's a pants that fits close to your body. The diagram is already drawn for you. Your AB, that's your AB and CD lines are half of the measurement plus the back and the front 4 point plus 3 centimeters. And your AC and BD line, those lines are the length of your pants plus allowance for the elastic plus 2 centimeters for the hem. Okay, so that's how you will draw or fold the fabric. When that is done, you're going to take off the elastic allowance. And I normally use 1/2 inch elastic. And then you measure from here to give you your hip line and your crotch line. So this line is your hip line. And this one is your crotch line. So it is similar to your pants and your shorts. Now your G line is your next line you will put in. And you're going to come from A in to get your G line. Your back 4 point plus 1.5 centimeters. That's for your seam allowance. And that gives you the G for the back. And for the front, you do the same thing. You come in using your front 4 point plus 1.5, and that gives you the G line. When you get these 2 points in, then you're going to find halfway between G and the 2 G's. Now I should mention that the half of your hip would be smaller than your pants measurement, because you want the tights to stretch onto your body. So let's say your hip was 40 centimeters, your half was 40, you would make it 8 less, so that's going to take us to 32. So this point, the G point then would be 32. So you're getting a smaller measurement, hip measurement, depending on the stretch fabric you're using. Some fabric has more stretch than others, so your reduction in your hip measurement will vary. Note, however, that you do not change your 4 point area. The basic 4 point you get, which is the 1/8 of your regular hip and 1/16 of your regular hip, you do not change those. You keep those measurements in place. Alright, so we get that, and then we're going to now come out from G 1.5 centimeter. So it's 1.5 in this direction, and your shape down to the 4 point area. This is your back, the longer of the two. So on approaching the hip, you start going out to the 4 point. Make sure you're on your seam allowance here. And the same thing applies at the front. From G, go towards the 1.5, use your ruler and shape out onto the crotch line. Now remember, I told you to find halfway of your G, and that you're going to use this now to give you your head or your leg down at your ankle area if it's a long one, depending on which one you're doing. Now notice how it is drawn. The back is always bigger than the front, so you will notice that there's a difference in that line and this one of about 2 centimeters. So you connect from your 4 point at the front and come down, from the back and come down. And then this part, we normally just stitch your hem, so this part here will come straight down so you can turn the hem for stitching. Alright, the elastic you will turn over, stitch, and then you run the elastic in. Now, the tights itself, notice that the side, there's no side seam here. So this is on the fold. So you will stitch here first, which is here, stitch the front, stitch the back, fold, and then you stitch the inner leg. Okay? And you also turn over for the elastic at the top. So basically, that's how you would do the tights. Remember that you must use your correct fork point if it's going to fit properly. And the front is shorter than the back. That remains the same as with your pants. Happy sewing, I'm Villia Walker. Remember to visit me on my page, Vil Sewing Studio on YouTube. My phone number is 876-787-7241. My phone number again is 876-787-7241. Enjoy your sewing.